No one's surprised. Oh wait, this is Anby lore. She was the captain. Whoa, this is so cool. I don't hate it. I saw so much on the timeline of people hating it. I don't think I hate it. It goes so hard, and for what? Maybe we can have a little violence as a treat. All right, so we're like really late with this. We're like really late, but with 1.6 happening, I think this week. Yeah, it's this week, sometime this week, Tuesday, I think. We gotta watch this at some point, so we're here. Version 1.6 for Zenless on Zero is happening this week. Among the Forgotten Ruins. This seems to be the patch that mostly the jury's out on, in the way that it seems like a lot of people are not looking forward to this patch. This is a save patch for me, all right? All right, from when 1.6 characters were drip marketed, I forgot they were drip marketed for like a good solid week, just because I was like very lukewarm on them, unfortunately. And then they drip marketed 1.7. Listen, if we're gonna talk about the 1.7 drip marketing specifically, like there was Vivian, right? There's Vivian, which I love Vivian. I was speedrunning some Zenless on Zero events because I did not start anything from 1.5. So I was like, okay, I have to do like everything. And as you can probably tell, I'm still getting over a cold. Like I basically got two colds at the same time. I got this cold that like is going around and that everyone's getting. And then I like some of the new meds they put me on basically made me get the symptoms of a cold. So I can't explain it, but it happened. So I'm still getting over all that. But we have things to record and I'm getting squirrely. So this Vivian drip marketing, right? I love Vivian. I was talking about it last night when I was getting out. I would love to do like a Vivian cosplay at a convention or something because I love her outfit that much. I don't think anyone's surprised. The black nails, the elf ears, the purple hair. I don't think anyone's surprised by that. Look at my VTuber model, right? I don't think even like the like little like gothic style, no one's surprised. But I didn't get loud about Vivian, right? Because I knew what was coming. I knew we were getting Hugo, and that one, I literally went into a coughing fit when he dropped because I wasn't expecting it. It was actually kind of funny because Love and Deep Space tweeted stuff like maybe 10 minutes before Zenless started drip marketing for Hugo. And so I was looking at Love and Deep Space drip marketing. I don't even know if it was drip marketing. What do they call it over there? I don't know. I was looking at stuff about Silas, who was also like very vampire coded and was losing my stuff because it's too early for me to say the word I want to say. I was losing it over that. And then they started drip marketing Hugo and I just went into like a major coughing fit. It was over. I never even got to talk. I was about literally 2 seconds away from tweeting about Love and Deep Space. And then they drip marketed Hugo. That I just needed to talk about the drip marketing somewhere. Yeah, that was the drip marketing. 1.6 though. We also are going to watch the zzzero bit. This seems like a very lore heavy patch and I'm not caught up with the lore. So I'm excited to get to the 1.6 content when I get to it, but I am not there yet. So like, what do I, even like the lore teaser, the literal lore teaser from 8 months ago is on the recommended, like, come on. So we're gonna watch zzzero and we're gonna be on our very merry way. I'm gonna try not to cough again. And that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do today. Let's get into it.
I saw my squad.
It's too loud. I don't know what I expected. Oh, we have subtitles. Beautiful.
Mates buried in the rubble.
Oh, wait, this is Anby lore. Okay. See, I'm excited for the lore once I actually get to it. But is this even a main story update? Probably not, right?
In place of Soldier 11
Oh.
was my duty.
So did she fake die?
You are.
Wait a minute.
It's been a long time.
So she fake died.
Anby, captain of Silver Squad.
She was the captain?
Your friend's beyond saving, Sniper. Silver Company's revival is imminent. No one can stop it.
Okay, you know, I'm actually very intrigued by the lore here, but I don't think it's a main story update.
Secretly revive this technology. They wouldn't need to go through so much.
Because I've seen the clone theories. All right, I've seen the clone theories. I think the clone theories are really fun in a not fun way, because it like goes way back to Honkai Impact 3rd lore, which I think is really interesting there in terms of like the bubble universe theories. Things just keep happening in different fonts and different universes. And maybe it's just Helliverse reusing the same story plots over and over again, but they're good story plots, so I can't really complain. It'll get old eventually, but it hasn't yet.
We are sisters, in a way.
Like it hasn't yet, I guess.
Help me. I don't
Like this would get hit so hard as a main story update, but I don't think it's a main story update this patch. Because this is like major lore.
But we don't have to become
But I guess the proxies don't really fit into it at all. So I guess that makes sense. Like a little bit.
Exaltus are plotting an attack.
Not much.
If they succeed, all of us will.
Pulchra. Is that how you say your name? I don't know how to say your name.
It didn't leave us wounded, or with a heavy.
And then that's Trigger.
the melody.
I think Trigger's design is really cool. She has like the visor, and this is what I've been seeing going around is that I think technically she's blind from like a training accident or something, and that visor helps her see, which I think is really cool.
In your duty.
Use fantasy sci-fi tech for fun things. Not fun. Whoa! Whoa! They're in the church. No, that the Mockingbird characters are in the teaser? Told me that. I was wondering where this shot of Hugo with the... Okay, so Lycon's here as well, which Lycon and Hugo have history. So... Also, we love solar panels. We love I was wondering where this shot of Hugo with the fedora was coming from, because I was like, thank God they got rid of his fedora, but...
Not exactly.
Ooh.
Tech.
New, it's not new Eridu tech. Interesting.
Soon.
No, I think this is gonna hit, especially with like the...
You honestly believe you stand a
Hold on, I gotta...
Never fair to begin with.
you honestly believe you stand a chance against all of time?
This is so cool. I hate
If the
this.
world's destined to be destroyed,
Ooh.
if the ending could be rewritten,
That's Vivian. Is that Vivian's voice? I'm really intrigued by this. If the world's destined to be destroyed, that also kind of goes way back to Honkai lore in just like very similar themes.
could be rewritten.
Like if you told me that was a line from Honkai, I'd believe you.
Give up.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I saw so much on the timeline of people hating it. I don't think I hate it. Like, I actually think this is going in a really cool direction. So much so that I might skip ahead and do, because I think we have like an Anby character or something or other, like a quest or something. I might skip ahead and do it because like, I don't hate it. I think it's really cool. I also think, because that was the thing, right? We have to go back to drip marketing for a second because I just remembered something I want to talk about. It's in the Hugo drip marketing because I haven't stopped thinking about this. This quote, because we have the quotes from like various people around New Eridu, and we have one from Lycon. Obviously, they have history. And about Hugo, Lycon says it is precisely because we are living in this era of disasters that I cannot acknowledge the so-called justice he, Hugo, believes in, carving out a malignant tumor forcefully with sharp claws, will ultimately leave only a scar named vengeance. I love this quote. It goes so hard, and for what? I love it, okay? Just for so many reasons. One, this is beautifully written. Polyverse, this is beautifully written. I hope you know that. Lycon is very well spoken, so not surprised. But also, someone had to write that at Hoyoverse, and that goes hard. But it's like two sides of the same coin. It seems like both Victoria Housekeeping and Mockingbirds are kind of fighting for the same thing, maybe, but in different ways. Mockingbird seems like they might be a little bit more violent about it, and whereas Victoria Housekeeping is like play by the rules sort of vibes. And I kind of love that. I think that's a really cool dynamic to play with in fiction. And obviously Lycon is very against using more violent tactics, which kind of goes back to their history, I think. But when we're talking about fantasy fiction media, I think violence is okay. I'm not saying violence is okay IRL. Keep me monetized. Thank you very much. Not what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's fantasy sci-fi fiction media where nobody actually gets hurt, maybe we can have a little violence as a treat. So I kind of really Hugo being like the quote unquote violent one, like violence in the name of resistance sort of thing. I think that is so cool. I already didn't like tops. Like, we're going a great direction here, guys. I'm obsessed with this quote. Even like this one here, those people in Mockingbird should be considered heroes and said, I love it. Because I think whatever direction they're going with Mockingbird, even like that quote from possibly, is it Vivian? I don't think I ever listened to her video. Hold on. No, because Vivian has a very high voice. So who is saying that? It had to be one of the Obel Squad members. That line, I don't think we have voice cast listed in the description, but hold on. Guys, I'm getting hiccups. I've been getting hiccups a lot recently. It kind of sucks. Yeah, they don't list out the voice cast in order of appearance, which kind of sucks because that makes my life a lot easier when they do. I'm just so interested. Specifically, I'm interested in when the Mockingbird faction starts showing up. Because even, I know that the tops line is Hugo, which I don't know who's saying the world was never fair to begin with, but that definitely sounds like also something from Mockingbird. It could be, I don't think it's Lycon saying it, it could be him. Because again, it seems like they have the same end goal. They just want to go about hitting that end goal in a different way. Because I believe Lycon used to be part of the Mockingbird faction, but left because he did not agree with how they were going about fostering change. if you will. But however, like I said, fantasy fiction media, maybe we can have a little bit of violence as a treat. I'm just saying. And I don't fully disagree with the Mockingbird faction. Allegedly, hypothetically. Please don't demonetize me. Yeah, I don't think the first line, the world not being fair line, was Hugo's, just because it sounds too different. And also just hearing more lines from him kind of sends home who I think the VA is, but I'm not gonna say. This line. I'm so interested in that line because it also kind of harkens back to Star Rail a little bit. It sounds very, like, again, if you wrote that line out and told me Kafka said it in Star Rail, I'd believe you. There's like a very similar intonation as well to like that, her whole, like, I can't remember the exact stuff she says, but she's a quote that sounds very similar. And she says it the same way as well. So I don't know if that's done purposely. I don't think it is. I think it's just like, just so happened to be done. But gosh. Oh my God, wait, it is a main story chapter. Hell yes. Because this, I'm like, this would go so hard as a main story chapter. And it is one, thank God. This makes me want to get caught up with the story. I don't want to supercut it, but we might have to. Because this is what I want from my fiction. This is so good. I love a fantasy rebellion. I'm so down. I love this art as well. I love it. I already loved Mockingbird. I love it. Okay, we do have a new main story chapter, Bury Your Tears with the Past. I saw this title here as well and just got really into it. I love all this art with the little like horns, obviously. I think it's so cute. I'm so excited for this. Like I am playing a ton of Zenless today because I have to speedrun. I've been speedrunning the Day of Brilliant Wishes event. And I also have to finish the Going Green event, but that's not going to take as long. I know it's not. Oh, this is so good. This is so, I love this little Vivian outfit over here. It's so cute. This, just everything about this, I love it. Even the name, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is part A, so there is gonna be a side B situation. I'm assuming this side A is going to mainly be exploring the history with some of these characters. So introducing Mockingbird, their way of doing things, as well as probably explaining some of the history between Hugo and Lycon, which I think will be really interesting. We have some Polaroids of the siblings over here. So I'm also kind of hoping it maybe goes into some proxy lore. I think that could be really, really interesting. I know that there was a quote in the special program of the proxies regaining their full powers or something along those lines. So I'm very interested in where this is going. Also, I feel like we have to point out Hugo specifically is drinking what looks like a soda, but it has like a health plus on it and little drops. It is also red. Do with that what you will. Do I think Hugo's a vampire? Maybe. Maybe I do. And again, no one's surprised that I'm obsessed. Yeah, this is what I was thinking was the main story update. The Anby TV schedule, Soldier Zero, Silver Soldier Song. Oh, I forgot. Because they do quotes on the side. In the Forgotten Ruins, a curse of fate flows through blood. That's about Bury Your Tears. I'm very interested in that, obviously. But for Anby, it is a sealed past and an unfinished duty. We have this like art here that looks like Anby and another character. It's so cool. I'm assuming this other character is probably Soldier 11, but it could be any of the soldiers. 1 through 10. Could be any of them. But I do find that really interesting as well. Just because in general, I am very happy that it's in Anby's story and she's walking around, like it looks like she's walking around, in her A rank outfit, which I actually think that's really cool to do it that way because S rank, Silver Soldier Anby is a different character. Like that's an S rank character. This cat is also very chubby and I love them. We're at a park as well. Like that's interesting. It definitely is giving like nostalgia in the past. Oh, when her past catches up to her, she has a decision to make. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. That is so interesting. Combat showcase, because we have Silver Soldier. They're trialing her with Trigger and Pulchra. Okay, yeah, it is Trigger. Because I said Sniper early on. I'm like, her name isn't Sniper, it's Trigger, right? But we have a TV schedule for Trigger, 0 point calibration, a song of the past, a dream of the future, where protection and hatred diverge. Ooh, that's cool. Because Trigger is Obel Squad. I don't know if they're still calling it Obel Squad. I feel like I've heard things about them changing the name, but I'm not sure. New agent story, Out of Sight. That's Trigger's thing. It's Trigger's agent story, but it looks like 2 different names? Did they do that for Anby? Echoes of Silver Soldier. Okay, so they have 2 different names. We're just gonna rock with that. I am behind on things. It's okay. But yeah, Out of Sight, Trigger. That name feels out of pocket. That feels a little out of pocket, Hoyoverse. But whispers from beyond the river dwell in her eyes. That's a little bit out of pocket. This whispers from beyond the river bit definitely intrigues me because there is a lot of different references to rivers and things like that in Greek mythology. And I've said it a million times at this point, there's a lot of elements of Greek mythology in Zenless Zone Zero. I feel like the more I play the game, the more I find, and I think that's really, really cool. I talk about all the time, like every week or so, every other week, I do this thing where I end up going down a rabbit hole because I'll look up one thing on Wikipedia and end up going down a rabbit hole of looking up things about Greek mythology because I'll look up like one thing and then it just spirals. But if a lot of the naming conventions for different characters and things in the Zenless and Zero come from Greek mythology directly. Faith and Eos is all there, even if they change the spelling. So this Beyond the River bit, I don't think is a coincidence. I think that definitely is a reference to something. That's definitely has to be a reference. Because even Obols, I believe, is a Greek mythology reference. Oh! Okay, now I'm interested in Trigger because of her combat. I saw people making Nikkei jokes and I don't think they're wrong. This is kind of fun looking, actually. We have different combat. Like this character is gonna be perfect for certain people, for sure. So this is also technically, I guess, our first, how does this partner archive update? What does this do? So obtain the agent Soldier Zero, which is Anby, but we're just going to call her Soldier Zero. This is something that the Honkai games have done relentlessly, especially Honkai Impact 3rd, releasing various versions of the same character. We see it all the time. But so I'm not surprised by this at all, quite frankly, especially with all the elements that Zenless Zone Zero takes from Honkai. I know some people don't love this, but I am indifferent to it. So maybe I'm part of the problem. But the other thing is I don't plan on pulling for S-Rank Anby. I don't. I want Hugo and Vivian. So someone has to give. I'm still pulling for Evelyn as well. Like something has to give. But obtain Soldier Zero and raise Anby to trust, A-Rank Anby to trust rank level 4 to claim Soldier Zero dynamic wallpaper. So I guess you need to do both things. Don't love that there's two stipulations to getting the dynamic wallpaper for this character. Don't love that, but it is what it is, I guess. I kind of wish they would take away the second half requirement of having to level up Anby to a certain level as well as get Soldier Zero. But part of that makes me think that maybe getting these other characters will be niche, like the S rank variants of A rank characters might be more of a niche thing. Like, hey, you really like this character, you should get their A rank too for a fun wallpaper. Like maybe that's where that's going. I don't know. We'll see as time goes by. However, I do remember making a joke about S rank Billy being an honorary S rank during a beta or something. And I guess that's not that far off. If we get an S rank Billy, I'm down. But until then, I just think it's a little bit weird to have two different stipulations to get the dynamic wallpaper, quite frankly. So what's a partner archive? Soldier 11 can be upgraded to level 4. Okay. Yeah, Trigger, Pulchra, those are the new characters. I would like to get a copy of Pulchra, but I'm still so behind on my A ranks. So like, it is what it is. I'll get Pulchra eventually. I'm not gonna like go crazy trying to pull her. I love her shoes. Oh my God, wait, hold on. Look at these stompers. I love her shoe. I want these shoes. I want them. Okay, Pulchra. We have new W engine. Time to figure out. Okay, no, we can figure these out. So S-Rank W engine Severed Innocence is most likely for Anby. Spectral Gaze, I would assume, is for Pulchra. Because again with the eye thing, give her a break. And then my box is kind of covering it, funnily enough, but Box Cutter is the A-Rank W engine. That obviously is the one for Pulchra. So those are their best in slots. They're all fine design-wise. Version giveaway event, all new program after the March 12th update to April 22nd. You can check in to get encrypted master tapes ×10. The usual, it's general. We get that all the time. There's Anby. We also have the login event for Bupuns. Again, that goes till, oh no, this is not the whole patch. So it's just in April 2nd to April 22nd. Login for 10 free Bupuns. That's like another daily login thing. We have new gameplay for Hollow Zero, Dancing on Strings. Yeah. I started the Hollow Zero event bit from this most recent patch, 1.5, and I didn't realize it when it ended. And there's no way I was gonna get that. Like, I was gonna try to speed run it in about 10-20 minutes. No, can't do that. So we'll definitely do Dancing on Strings though, because now I know what to expect. What is Esther doing? I'm sorry, that's so goofy, but I love it. This is gonna be so fun. Dancing on Strings is gonna be stupid fun. I'm excited for that. I need my voice back by then because I'm gonna be laughing so hard. Oh my God, that looks so goofy and fun. I love it. I love it. What can I say? Oh, this is interesting as well. It's definitely giving that one Genshin state. The Raiden boss fight. That's what it's giving. Raiden boss fight training has prepared me for this. Dancing on Strings looks quite fun though. It also, this is definitely giving roguelite, which I love. Okay, new event also for Hollow Zero, Shattered Edge. Perpetrator battle agent stages updated. Okay, so it looks like just another Hollow Zero update. New agents have been added, which these are some of my favorite characters in the game. Corrin, I don't like Corrin's combat, but she is one of my favorite characters. Corrin's my daughter. We must protect her. So, new event now. March on Tiny Titan. Oh, I don't think that's coincidental that they called it a Titan. Oh my god, wait. Why does this sound like a visual novel turned anime title? I woke up and suddenly humanity's combat level dropped by 10,000 points. Looks like only I, a little bang boo, can save the world. This sounds like a visual novel turned anime title. Tell me I'm wrong. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? I'm not. I'm curious to see what this game looks like though. Oh no, it's a top-down roguelite, isn't it? I say this because there was an Aethergazer event with Thor like months ago that I still think about because it was such a struggle. I don't know if it's a roguelite event, roguelite game mode, obviously, but I see this and I'm like, oh no, we're doing that again. Okay, other new event, Delivery Cat Woes. How cute. The Big Cat Express always delivers. I do think it's funny that it's the Big Cat Express when we literally have the Cat Express Genshin, Kirara. That's what I'm trying to get at. That seems like an event you could speedrun though. Just sit down on the last day and do it in like half an hour or less. It seems like one of those. We have Virtual World Battlestorm, a brand new VR challenge event that seems to carry dangers like never before. But don't worry, Corrin will protect you. My daughter! What are we doing with Corrin? Oh my god, wait, she's like in the corner here. What are we doing with this? I'm curious. Okay, so it's normal combat. It's normal combat. I don't have to worry about trying to clear these with Corrin. Because that's the thing. I love Corrin. She's my daughter. We must protect her. I don't like her combat. I don't. I've been very clear about this. I just think it's too slow for me. But I've been learning to love it over time when it comes up, but it's not my favorite. So, okay, next event, Little Knight's Big Charge. I've been taking so long to go through this. It would have made more sense just to go through the special program, but I can yap more this way, so it's okay. What is Little Knight's Big Charge? This is like that horse. Whose horse is that, first of all? Second of all, it's reminding me of the Rabbids. That's what it's reminding me of. Oh, is it just a photo event? Easy, easy, easy. Advanced bounty, routine cleanup, double drop event. We get these all the time in various gacha games. Nothing new on a double drop. We love to see double drop events. Data bounty, combat simulation rewards will be doubled. Another double drop event. Again, nothing new. We get them all the time. So then expert challenge update, burnout mode. Okay. So after the update, burnout mode will be activated in certain expert challenge stages based on the materials required for the current exclusive channel's limited S rank agents. In this mode, consuming double the battery charge will yield double the material drop. It seems like you can only do it in expert challenge stages, which I kind of wish you could do them in every challenge stage, because I only have so much time and I have so much backlogged battery charge that it's just, I don't know what to do with it anymore because I don't have the time to get a game and use it. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't. So I need this burnout mode for everything, actually. And I know people are gonna be like, just play the game. I literally don't have time, okay? I got 2 jobs. Not to like complain or anything. I'm happy to have the jobs right now. It's rough out here. But literally, I am ill. I've worked myself so hard, I got sick. 2 different ways. So I just don't have time to like spend, mainly I want burnout mode for all that backup battery charge, all right? And I'm not 2 expert challenge stages yet because I haven't had time to play the game. Now, this story update makes me want to play it, but I always say I'm going to play through and get to these story updates because they look sick as hell, and then I end up not having time. It's happened with Star Rail, it's happened with literally every Hoyoverse game. So I probably won't get to it, but I would like to play through some of it. And just given the current state of my voice, that might be what we do because I can sit and not talk a ton for that sort of thing, especially because I'm talking so much now. New drive discs, Shadow Harmony, and Faithin's Melody. I am assuming just by virtue of how this is designed and it being called Faithin's Melody, this is for Vivian, even though we haven't gotten Vivian yet. I'm assuming this is for Vivian because I know she's like a Faithin fangirl. Anomaly Mastery 8. Is Vivian Anomaly? I think she is. I'm assuming this Faithin's Melody is for Vivian though. Shadow Harmony can probably be used on a bunch of different characters from this upcoming patch, but Faithin's Melody I'm assuming is for 1.6 characters, and they just didn't want to drop everything at once, probably. I mean, it's the same reason why we have the story section with the Mockingbird characters this patch, but we're not getting the ability to pull for the Mockingbird characters and have them be playable until 1.7. So That is everything. Yep, that's everything. All right, let's find that. Oh, I was gonna say let's find that money shot. We have the Soldier Zero character demo to watch. Now, by the time this video, like my video actually comes out, we might actually have another marketing video for Anby, Soldier Zero Anby, but I'm not sure because I'm recording this at 2:30 on Sunday. So if they were to drop anything else, it would either be tonight or tomorrow night. So yeah, my voice is slowly but surely leaving me. So let's watch this. I've seen really good things about this as well.
Attention.
It being very,
Number 7, combat power assessment failed.
very lore heavy.
Repeat. Number 5, number 7, combat power assessment.
So, because Anby's technically 0.
Replica recovery.
So 5 and 7 would be 2 of her clones, I think. I don't know if they're 1-for-1 clones though,
This performance isn't up to snuff.
but I guess this would tell us.
They're just replicas. One working unit is all
Is
we
it?
need.
I wish we could see it clearly.
Let's move on.
Combat power assessment ready. Repeat. Combat power assessment ready.
Because it looked like it was wearing the same thing as her.
Number 0, reporting in.
Yeah, she's number 0.
Position confirmed. Engaging.
But if they can be brought back, wouldn't that mean they are like robots or androids or something? I've seen that being proposed as a theory, and I think I have to agree with it. Because, like, yeah, that would make sense. And also,
This one's showing
that's the other, oh, but she has a name. That's the other thing is that, like, I remember when the game launched, there was discourse, very brief discourse, that Anby, the English voiceover for Anby was done by AI. People thought, multiple people thought this, but I was like, no, that's just how she sounds. She has like a very like deadpan, dry delivery, and it's really fun to imitate if you can get it down right. But it can be kind of difficult to get. So I give props to the VA because they did a great job. I really like Anby's VA, right? But this was like actual discourse for a while. People thought Anby was done by AI, which is like, no, because this was before AI voiceover got to the point it's at now. That's just how she delivers the lines, and it's done purposely. Similarly to how Fairy's voiced by a real person, okay? Fairy has always been voiced by a real person, despite being a fictional AI system within the game. Fairy is voiced by a real person. Sounds like a robot purposely. And I'm starting to wonder if they did something similar with Anby, because she's also part robot. It wouldn't be that far out of left field, I think now. Was the writing on the wall the entire time. There is a name here though, her being Anby. So I'm wondering, do they all have like names as well? Which I guess that makes it makes it feel a bit more humane, but also at the same time not.
Looks like we can consider keeping just her.
Oof, that's so weird. Oh, the like moon shot, that was actually really cool. I had a double take. I thought that was Lycon for a second because the white hair. There's that shot. Because this is also, this is like a callback to a shot at the very beginning of the game, essentially. And I don't know which came first. If they knew they were going to do this in Soldier Zero's demo, so they put that shot at the beginning of the game purposely, or they know about obviously they know about the shot at the beginning of the game. The shot at the beginning of the game has been there for years now. It's been there through multiple betas. Maybe, like, I'm like, which one came first? It's like a chicken or the egg situation. Did this come first for Soldier Zero? Or did the beginning of the game come first? I'm putting it towards the beginning of the game, and then they just set this up, but
Ethereal
it's
are.
interesting to think about.
Whenever possible, you should stay away from them.
It's definitely fun to think about, that's for sure.
Me? I have no choice.
It's also interesting to hear Anby not like be more emotive, but she's definitely, I feel like, talking, like something about her seems different here and how she's acting.
Far too reckless.
Which I think it's interesting.
We didn't get anywhere this time. Treat the remaining replicas.
So did Anby escape, or was she like dismissed? Is what I'm interested.
Captain of Silver Squad. Mission accomplished.
I'm very interested in this Anby lore as well, because it's like, did she escape from, I'm assuming this is a TOPS adjacent facility or something. Did she escape in one way or another? Or was she dismissed? That's kind of the thing. Like, did they get rid of her? Which, if she were to have escaped, I don't blame her. This place looks shady as hell, but there's so much happening here. I had to do like a double take because I thought Anby, I thought they did a brief shot where she was like A-rank Anby. No. So this is definitely in the past. Because I feel like that's another thing a lot of people have been questioning, like the timeline of the game and what's going on. This is a past version of Anby that we are revisiting. And I don't think it's out of left field for us to be revisiting this past version of Anby now. I do think that there seems like quite a bit of reason for it. Mainly it's going back to, because that's a gripe I've been seeing people have, is that it doesn't make sense that we go back in the past, like a flashback minute now of all times. I think it does, quite frankly. And I think it has to do with whatever we're getting with the major story update. I think that's I think they're intertwined. Because there's definitely, like I said, this looks shady as hell. There's something going on here. I think this is Tops adjacent, whatever secret experiments are happening, right? Could also coincide with the Institute, which would be relevant to the proxies. I'm not saying that this is the Institute doing this, because I don't think it is. I think it's a different group, but I think they're probably using similar technologies is what is in my brain. Just using those similar technologies for a different end game. They're both probably part of Tops. It's the whole thing. We want to take down Tops. Tops is not one organization, it's multiple. Okay. So I think it all makes sense wrapping back around then, because the whole point of Mockingbird being introduced in the story is they want to take down Tops violently. Fictionally, but violently. And that is something that Lycon's a very peaceful person, could not get behind. That's why Lycon's in. I think that these two things happening at the same time are not way out of left field. I think they make sense that we'd be getting the lore and the stuff together, because at the end of the day, we want to establish Tops, essentially. And seeing those two sides, I think will be important. Granted, I'm speculating, I'm drawing at straws, but I think that these two storylines overlap in ways that we don't necessarily completely know yet, but will become apparent eventually. Probably during 1.6, quite frankly. I do think they overlap. I do. Because I know I was seeing jokes about Anby like fighting those inner demons or something or other, while we're off like doing fun times, whatever. I don't think we're off doing fun times, whatever. I think this patch is gonna be a lot. At least, maybe not at first. But also, the thing is with the TV schedules, because this Anby stuff is a TV schedule. TV schedules are flashbacks to begin with, generally. So just that would be enough to make it make sense. I don't know. I definitely think there's a lot going on here, and I'm very excited for it. I think I think this is gonna be a really cool patch. I do. I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people aren't, and like pullable, playable character-wise, I'm not super excited about it, but lore-wise, oh, this goes hard if you love lore. And I know obviously that's not gonna be the case for everyone, but like I see it, and I'm very excited for what we're getting lore-wise. Like this might be the most driven I have felt to get caught up with the lore in this game in a very long time, quite frankly. No, I think this is gonna be really good. I do think this is gonna be really good, and I'm very excited for it. That main story update is gonna go hard. At least I hope it does. I trust. Okay, where's the money shot? I can't find the money shot. There it is. What would you be like? Oh, let's just watch this clip again. We have to go back a little bit farther. I want the whole Hugo bit. Oh, but even these lines go farther. I do think the world was never fair to begin with line. I think that can be attributed to Lycon. I love the lore, because it's like makes me think that Lycon's like, it's always been this way, we can't change it, blah blah blah. He wants to see it change, but he can't. Like, he doesn't want to be violent about it, and I feel like that's something we're gonna have to find a middle ground here. Maybe not full violence, but also peace was never an option. And I feel like that's probably what this story update is gonna get us to, maybe this like happy medium of violence. I definitely can see where this is going. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. This is gonna be such a cool patch. It is definitely for the lore enjoyers though. Like, I think if you're not super into the lore, you probably will not. This is probably a skip of a patch. But obviously that's not gonna be the same for everyone. Could be lore enjoyers that are going to hate this patch, and like story skippers that absolutely adore this patch. So it really just comes down to it. And I might end up hating it too. Who knows? But I've been sitting here for almost 50 minutes talking about two like less than 10-minute videos. Let's be done, because I have to go do literally anything. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. I will have both videos linked down below, so you can watch them in full, because I probably have clipped around a little bit. As always, I hope everyone had is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. I hope all, oh god, who's first half? I think it's Anby. I hope all S-rank Anby wanters are S-rank Anby havers in like a day or two, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!